Welcome to the Aaron L Show, man. We just want to have a quick conversation right now, man, about Shedeur Sanders, man. And we want to kind of get down to the nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes, the bread and butter. We want to get down to why did this kid drop to the fifth round? Why did he drop to the fifth round? Because when he ended his season in Colorado, man, he ended it on a high note. He played well. The last game of the season, he had a choice in that bowl game. He had a choice to play or not to play. He played, and he didn't commit no crimes in college. He didn't catch no arrests. It's a lot of kids who got arrested in college that dropped down in the draft. You had a lot of kids who females had sexual allegations against them. It's a whole wide range of reasons why you got kids who were predicted to go high in the draft and dropped in the draft because of allegations. You know what I mean? And the only thing you can really say about Shedeur Sanders is he bought a little jewelry. He used to take his hand and do like this with his watch. I mean, we all saw this. The kid is just flossing and flexing. Happy for the accomplishments that he's accomplishing in college. They paying the kids nowadays, so we really don't know what the effect of kids making the type of money they making in college yet until they start to get the money and evaluate them. So we gonna see a lot of kids out there with the jewelry and the bling bling on. We gonna see them with the watches doing this. We gonna see them driving fancy cars because now they're paying kids for their likeness. They can get sponsors. They can get all type of stuff in college. So we are just now starting to experience this new age of college athlete. So we can't let's just be honest, we can't really hold that against him because we really just started to see what the effects of these kids getting this type of money and playing football is going to be. So let's take that out the equation. So let's look at what else he did. Okay, this kid is a social media influence. Him and his brothers, they make social media videos and stuff like that, and he's very popular. Now the NFL can't really hold that against the kid because we know right now this is the day of social media. This is promotion. This is what the sponsors want. This is what the people who invest in ads and invest in your brand and all this stuff like this, your popularity is money. So we can't really hold that against this kid. So what are we holding against him? Why he dropped so far in the draft? Okay, we did hear some little speculation of this kid going into meetings with these NFL executives, and they kind of didn't really like his responses to certain things they was talking to him about. But I didn't really hear where he wasn't showing up. He had appointments he wasn't making. This kid went in there and he just gave his honest opinion about the way he see life from a young kid right now. Not saying that he's not gonna mature up and look at life different. But okay, let's say he was predicted to be a first round pick. You didn't really like some of his answers inside of the meeting, so you dropped him to a second round. There's no way to drop this kid out the fifth round to the fifth round. We were all watching the draft. It was getting to a point where I thought he wasn't going to get drafted. I said, okay, this kid is going to be an unrestricted free agent from being predicted to go first round and didn't go to jail, didn't have no sexual allegations, didn't get kicked out of college, didn't have no major injury where they was worried about his health. It wasn't nothing surrounding this kid that would have made you believe that there was reasons leading up to the draft that you already knew pre-draft that this kid was going to drop that far down. Going into the draft, we all thought Shedeur was coming out first round. Once he dropped to the second, once he got to like the third and fourth round, everybody was watching like, what is going on? Nobody knew why he was dropping like this. Everybody was speculating. Oh man, it was because of this and because of that and because of this. But we all kind of started to get the picture of it, is that his daddy is Deion Sanders, and for some reason the NFL is holding him accountable for that. I really don't understand, man. But this is a conversation that need to be had because we saw the first preseason game. We saw this kid performance. Now everybody can see that this kid was a first-round talent, and the conversation need to be had. Why did the NFL drop this kid down to the 5th round? It don't make no sense. Let's have a conversation about it. Leave a comment down below. Like the channel. Subscribe to the channel. This is the Aaron L. Show. I love y'all. I'll be back at y'all on a better one.